The following program is based on the publication Just Suds, The Life and Times of a Very Nice Guy. And as such, any resemblance to person or persons and situations is strictly a coincidence. The producers of this program are solely responsible for its content. Oh boy.
The Bob and John Show is brought to you by
Papa Binga Family Drive-In. Bring the entire family to the drive-in this weekend for great family entertainment. At Papa Binga, that old-fashioned, wholesome moviegoer's delight. With snack bar, playground, and new and improved speakers will make an evening that you won't soon forget. So stop by with the kiddos and catch this weekend's big screen attractions. This weekend is showing Pumpernickels from Mars, Nursing Home Cheerleaders, and that animated favorite, Tix the Clown, and his Magic Waffle.
Well, folks, once again, it's time to look in on our pal Suds. And as you know, Suds from time to time gets himself involved in some very strange things. This particular episode is going to be about Suds and a dog, which we refer to as the PETA dog, P-I-T-A, pain in the, well, you get the idea. At any rate, this story was actually true. My grandparents my grandparents lived in the Glenwood section of Springfield, and this dog actually did exist. And a lot of what Suds is going to experience and relate to you actually did take place. And so, if you will, just kind of sit back and let's listen to Suds as he tells us about the pain in the butt dog.
My grandparents owned a cute little 3-bedroom colonial, almost at the corner of Farnsworth and Bingo Streets, man, in Cedarville. Yeah. Each bedroom, was large enough, to hold a double bed, and little else. The living space was well beneath 1,000 square feet. I must have easily spent, man, half of my childhood, in that place. Yeah. The middle bedroom, where the stairway ended, that was my spot, man. Yeah. There being no hallway, everything on the second floor, passed through my assigned space, man. Yeah. There was one aspect, of this room, which made it the choice spot, man. It had a window. Yeah. From that portal, man, to the city's north end, man, I could hear the activity, man, of the manufacturing plants, and even a hospital. Yeah. Well, the street railway buses, could be heard, climbing up old Cedarville Hill, man, and the trains coming and going, from the city's Union Station. Yeah, man. Indeed, man, the city was quite quiet until 7 a.m. If I peered through that window, man, my view would be dominated, man, by a 3-family house next door. Each level had a small side porch, and that porch at my level was the assigned abode, man, of a hound dog who verbally broadcasted his displeasure, man, of being annexed from the house. Well, I'll say one thing for that hound, man. He mastered consistency. Oh, boy, did he. When the sun went down, his bark became the source of the neighborhood's frustration. Oh, man. Countless calls to the police proved fruitless. I even tried to make a peace offering to the hound, I tossed him over some of those doggy biscuits, from the box. And he'd take them in his mouth, and he'd bring them over to the other side of the porch and spit them out. Now, being on the second floor, there's only one direction those biscuits could go, and that was down. And his timing was impeccable. Just about that time, the mailman would be walking down, and he'd clutch one right off the noggin. Of course, the mailman would look up as I was looking down. Well, and the rest is history. Even threats proved useless, in that there never seemed to be anybody home, Although when the police checked out complaints, they reported that the dog had ample food and drinking water in his limited space. Oh, also, should a dark cloud or inclement weather roll in, the mutt would test his vocal cords just in case his rich watch was a few hours off, What added to the whimsy of this canine serenade, man, was that it was generally known, that the renter's record, spoke no English, man. And when a neighbor would try to talk to one of the family members, they always spoke like the lines that they must have heard on the television, man. My grandmother attempted to speak to the lady, of the house, and she was getting in her car. She gave my grandmother a big smile, man, and said, "Thank you so much, and now a word from our sponsor." Huh? It was easier to break the Germans' code during World War II, man, than getting through to these people. It struck me odd, like the week before they moved. The neighbors, were like scenes from an old Frankenstein movie, man. Where the town folks, are yelling, "Kill the monster, kill the monster," and a week later, they're concerned about the dog's welfare. Jeez, go figure, And, just as the neighborhood, is getting back to some kind of normal, we got new neighbors, and they occupied, the second floor, where the old neighbors were. Yeah. Well, things were going great, until we found out that they had a dog and a little boy who was trying to perfect the trombone, Well, as time went on, the old hound wasn't all that bad and not a big deal. Well, that's my neighborhood, man, and life goes on.
Hey, John, look up. The street light's on. It's time for us to go.
Hey, you're right there, Bobby. But folks, y'all come back next week and tune into our show. Remember folks, you can have a good time without us,
but we can't have one without you. So long. Auf Wiedersehen. So long. Come on back. See it. Are they leaving? You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. How long? See you later. Ta-ta. Harry Federci.
Bye-bye, man. Later there, partners. See you all around. Yeah, next time, etc. Watch your step there, son.